Alright folks, welcome back to another recording. I know it's been a while, fatherhood's been pretty busy, but we are going to try and get through the Magma Grunts in the run up to Hell room. The first battle is a double battle. Let's get right into it. So this is a double battle in the sun. Ninetales and Executor are the leads. So the Executor has Chlorophyll, so it's really fast. However, we are going to kill it with First Impression, which will go even through the Tanga Berry that's supposed to resist bug moves. Meanwhile, Barraskewda is baiting a kill with Flamethrower. We're going to flip turn against the Ninetales, because we're faster. And we are going into Caracosta. Now the great thing about this is that Caracosta at level 64 will always tank this Flamethrower and only ever bait Scorching Sands next for the kill, even if that Flamethrower crit. And that's consistent because the Ninetales are losing its Fire Gem, and therefore the Fire move is getting a lot weaker. So now both Jumpluff and Ninetales target Caracosta. We're double switching. I'm taking the Solar Beam and the Scorching Sands as Dragonite, which is immune to one and 4x resist the other. Nice. So now we're going to get rid of the Jumpluff. We're going to fake out the Ninetales. Doesn't matter what Jumpluff does. It will do something because it's fast. But we're fine against anything it decides to do. Yeah, so that's actually the best thing it could have decided to do. The reason why it can growth, even though it's about to die, is because it has a focus sash. It doesn't see that dual wing beat is going to break the sash. But yeah, it could have solar beamed, spored, or air slash there. We're like in a focus, so air slash can't crit. We have Lumberry in case of the spore, so it was all fine. So now it's Arcanine, and now they're both targeting Togedemaru. Dragonite obviously doesn't get intimidated here because it's in a focus. So we Spike Shield and we Rock Tomb the Arcanine, which will make us faster. So now, because we're faster than the Arcanine, we can finish it off. And Togepi will go into Golisopod. If this burns, we have Lumberry. Now, annoyingly, there wasn't like a pre-damage I could have done to Golisopod so that it always exited there, because the Ninetales could basically kill Togi with all its moves. So we are going to have to go into Infinite hard here. It's never Scorching Sands on Golly, which is good. The worst thing I guess that can happen now is Ninetales attacks Dragonite with Flamethrower, but we didn't see the kill on Golly. But that was still fine because we've got our Lunberry still intact, so all still going according to plan. Because Infinite and Dragonite can now sweep the rest. This should be Donphan. Yeah. So this Donphan is sturdy with a Custap Berry, which is kind of scary because of dynamic speed. But if we extreme speed it first, then we obviously break sturdy, and we never rock the Custap Berry because it doesn't do very much, and then overheat it. And now Miltank will go down to close combat plus extreme speed. It has to be extreme speed because this fat little cow is rapid, faster than my pseudo legendary dragon. Okay, and that's the double battle zone. So the next fight is the fight with the super annoying Swagger Electrode. Just have to be very careful to bait things in the right order. We do have a plan to make sure that the Swagger Electrode comes out last. Pre-damaging Electrode. Burning Saluna, but not Heracross. We are teaching Magical Leaf. To Electrode. Getting rid of Mirror Coat because Mirror Coat's so far done nothing. And then Exeggutor, I had a long think about this. I've eventually decided we're going to get rid of Wood Hammer. Because I feel like Leaf Storm does the same job. And even though Dragon Hammer is the least powerful of the moves, like a reliable physical dragon attack feels pretty valuable. Items now. Cool. Such a big hideout. There we go, there's our guy. So the scary Pokemon here is the Swagger Electrode with Swagger Foul Play Explosion. We're going to try and bait it last. First up is Togekiss with pre-damage, so that it will always go Flamethrower here. Now we can switch Mamoswine in on this. Mamoswine does outspeed Togekiss by 1 point because it's jolly. The reason why we wanted Mamoswine to take the kill here is basically because of the baiting. It baits Seismitoad for either Muddy Water or Stealth Rock. We'd like to see Muddy Water as we go to Electrode. Muddy Water, I think, is more likely. Never mind. We can KO the Seismitoad with Magical Leaf. And the good thing about this is it'll bait a kill from Delmise, so Delmise will come out next, but it'll only want to go for Phantom Force. So we Volt Switch. Into Lagging Tail Ursaline. So the Delmise will be vanishing. Now we are naturally faster than the Delmise, but because we're holding the Lagging Tail here, it will allow us to go second. It with a Play Rough. So now it goes for Giga Drain or Whirlpool. Going to Heracross. Now we've not burned Heracross. And the reason why we've not burned it is because if we burned it, we would show fast kill to Slowbro, which we don't want. We want Slowbro to not think that we can kill it, so that it comes out for its own slow kill, which it will do with only Psychic. We go Drapion. Should only be Psychic. Cool. We now knock off the Quick Claw. It will go for Flamethrower. Flamethrower will do a fair amount, but we can't be crit. We also have a Raw Berry in case it burns. And now we're going to Leech Life. If this kills, we're in a really good spot. If it doesn't, we're still in an okay spot. Nice. Fletch up Drapion. So now we get the Swagger Electrode. it also has a Bright Powder. And basically the reason why Drapion having good HP is good is that we get a chance to see if we can knock the Bright Powder off, which obviously makes the rest of the line a lot more free. Woohoo! Hooray! In your face, Electrode. Like, Drapion was not supposed to take that KO at all. It was supposed to be a Alolan Executor with Magical Leaf that was doing that, but yeah, okay. I'll take the RNG. Drapion's a beast anyway, deserves the kill. Score. Lenses on. Wide for Manaswine and zoom for Gliscor. Mystic Wolf for Barraskewda. For Electrode. Okay. So once again, we're going to be leading Electrode. Once again, we're going to be Volt switching. This time, Electrode is dead to the Fire multi-attack coming from the Silvally. Going into Barraskewda. We kill with Liquidation, and we bait Zoroark, because it's next in line to see Slow Kill. It doesn't see that we can fast kill it with close combat because this Zoroark is sashed. It's not Skuntank, it's Zoroark. we're flip turning. Okay, now this can be either Grass Knot or Night Daze. I'd like to see Grass Knot, because Night Daze can drop accuracy. Yeah, that's good. We'll get rid of the Zoroark, and this will bait Flygon for only Earthquake. So both of these last two Pokemon have Bright Powders. The plan for Flygon is very consistent. Gliscor can come in for free here on this Earthquake. It has a zoom lens and it pretty much walls Flygon's set. It also doesn't matter that Flygon is setting up like this because we're going to slow U-turn into Mamoswine and kill it with Ice Shard. So that D-Dance doesn't matter. Like a +1 scale shot doesn't do very much to us. Unless it like crits 5 times or whatever. There's one for crits. See, I mean, it got 5 times, including 3 crits. We were fine. We weren't fine with very much more than that. That was like the worst it could do for us. Good. Go into Mamoswine and Ice Shard. Jeez, hit 5 times with 3 crits. Just, that's run and bun RNG for you. It makes me a little bit worried about this Skuntank now, because my plan for this Skuntank was basically to click Earthquake. I've got a 99% chance. 2 more grunts to go. The next one is the mega scary one. And it's so scary we're going to have to invest a candy. I really didn't want to have to do this because there's Tabitha and Maxi upcoming. And my draft lines for them are sketchy at best and need all the resources I can keep. But it just has to be done. There's no other way around it. Not that I can find anyway. I'm sure cleverer Nuzlockers than me could, but I can't. So we will be using a candy. That candy will be on Basculegion. Basculegion is also going to hold a gem in this fight, but we're not actually going to use the gem. Tiny bit of free damage on this one. Pre-burn Selena. Soft sound. Psychic gem, wherever it is. Sure, I have it. Sitrus Berry for Golly. Tyrionite. That's my key items. Alright, rare candy. On vascular. One more step. This next fight, the demon is the Cinderace, the Libero Cinderace with Misty Seed. There's going to be a Wheezing that's going to set up Misty Terrain, making the Cinderace fast, hard-hitting, bulky, and with acrobatics to take advantage of the lost item. It's terrifying. And I have basically nothing for it, which is why I'm so nervous. If it comes out at the wrong time, if it uses the wrong move, I'm toast. But assuming we've prepped correctly, should have, once we've found the trainer, a decent line, I think. Okay, here goes. So, as discussed, Galarian and Wheezing going to come out, going to set up a Misty Surge, Misty Terrain for this battle. We're going to Earthquake. Now at this HP, we should bait Cinderace. Cinderace should only ever go for low kick. We're going into level 18 Basculegion with a Cyclone Gem. Perfect. Now, at level 80, and with a Psychic Gem, we show a kill to this Cinderace, meaning that it can't bulk up. We're going to Scary Face. It will Acrobatics us here. We live crit. Okay. Now, we go into Ursaluna. This will never be low kick. Now, because I have a naive 31 speed Ursaluna, it outspeeds a -2 Cinderace. So we click Facade. Whew. Demon down. Now against the Muck, we also click Facade. We're not going to click Earthquake because it has a Sugar Berry. Now against Drampa, we can't stay in because it has a Quick Claw. We are going to go into Golisopod on what should be Hyper Voice. Now what's great is that Golisopod always lives crit, see, but it always exited us out. So the lowest roll of a non-crit took us over 50%, highest roll of crit didn't kill us, which is great, because it means we get a free switch. into Arcanine. Arcanine has a lagging tail. That's basically so that the close combat drops come after Dramper attacks. And close combat into extreme speed kills. Wow. It's great to see a plan come together like that. I was not confident about this line at all, but it's worked. It's worked. Nice. So, who do I need for the last battle? Arcanine and Altaria out of these guys. The inevitable replacement of Scald with Surf, as I need a tiny bit more damage, and fishing for burns doesn't feel very Nuzlocke-y. To give out 2 shed shells, because when Chandelure comes in on this fight is a little bit inconsistent. Because it depends on what the Rune Rigus does first up with hazards and things. Okay, let's go. Final fight before Hellring. Okay, so this Runerigus, it's got rocks, it's got toxic spikes, and it can attack. It also is bright powder, so we need to kill it with Magical Leaf, for which we'll need 2 rocks. Okay. Whether it was rocks or toxic spikes also influenced when we need to get rid of the hazards. If it was toxic spikes, we need to get rid of them against this Slowking. But now that it's rocks, we are going to get rid of it against the Cacturn. So, this has always been a shock, but because there are no toxic spikes down, Swampert will take it like a champ. If it had been toxic spikes, we would have needed to get rid of them before Swampert came in, because Chandelure could see kill with Hex. But given that there's no toxic spikes, we're fine to just kill the Slowking because that'll now be Cacturn. And now we're going to get rid of the rocks with Mega Altaria. So 4x resists the Seed Bomb, and then when we Mega Evolve, we wall the set basically. There we go. So Mega Evolve, click Defog. Now, of course, we could kill this Cacturn, but we don't want to, because we don't have a Shed Shell and it would be trapped by the Chandelure. We are going to instead switch into Infinite, because Infinite does have a Shed Shell. And Close Combat. So now Ninjask. Going for the kill on 8th, which is helpful. Going to Arcanine. This Ninjask has a focus band, so it might take some time to KO, but Arcanine basically walls its set. So we're okay. Final Pokemon is the Shadow Tag Chandelure. I do have a Shed Shell on Arcanine. I might be able to stay in at this HP. Yeah, it seems like I can do, and probably should do. This is a range. Okay. Now at least it can't sub. I know that for sure as I go to Milotic. serve. And we're up Tail Room. Nice. Nice. Okay. It might be some time before I'm back. Tabitha and Maxi cooking is proving difficult, and I'm struggling to find the time to do this as it is. But happy to have gone through the grunts. Hell Room is coming up when we see each other again. See you next time.